Good morning, each and everyone. Again, I welcome you to Khaida Park. And I mean to say it over that Sahid Bhagat Singh Park. This is Sunday morning, and weather is a little bit foggy. Whether it is correct, or maybe you can say it over that out of pollution, this type of scenario is actually being appeared like that, you can say here. You see, despite warning, despite suggestion, persons should not bring the dogs, still dogs are there over here. Some stray dogs and some of the dogs are actually just belonging to some of the master like that, you can see here. And you can say it over that park has got a little bit beauty in the sense the quality that was really supposed to be of debris earlier, it is really supposed to be reduced. And this is interview session. You simply think it about that in my radar, right from IAS, you can say it about that simple children, besides that laborer, everybody is there over here. चलिए आज मैं आज का एक युवा से मैं आपको मिलाता हूँ और सबसे पहले तो एक सवाल, क्या इतना अधिक पढ़ते हो या खाना खाने में नखड़ा करते हो जैसे चश्मा लग गया?
I won't say that.
Should I just continue in English to English,
Yeah.
or Hindi English partly, so that people should understand it? Okay.
Whatever you want, actually.
I simply want to know it about that. Your age, I think you have got the stamina, you have got energy, you have got everything. Despite all the thing, you got the goggles, not goggles, a spectacle on your eye.
Yeah.
What is the reason behind? In many times I saw my children, they are actually telling this, I don't want, that I don't want. Karela, I think bitter God, I had to give him by force, and he took. And during that time he was maybe in heart he was simply thinking differently. Do you think like that?
No, I do not think. In fact, bitter gourd. I like bitter gourd.
Bitter God, very good.
That might be quite strange for
Yeah,
an
yeah.
average person,
Uh-huh.
but I do like bitter gourd.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I got my spectacles is because
Mm-hmm.
it's some part of it is contributed by my studies, and some part of it has to be contributed by that I don't go outside very much.
Very
the
good.
Same site. So,
Yeah.
Which is
Don't you think it was that it is online classes? Or maybe the classes during, I think, this corona period, confined to rooms, confined to your laptop, confined to your computer, whatsoever things are there. Am I correct?
that has contributed to some part, but I think that most of it because we are not going outside as a generation, I would say.
Generation gap. Or you can say it is city life, living within the four walls, and there is no sunrise, there is no sunlight at all in most of the places you can see here, unless you are lucky enough. It's not sure.
Yeah.
You are living in apartment, you are living in big buildings. It's not sure. Like just nest of birds like that you can see. It is human beings' nest. Clear? Now another thing. Before I just proceed, you give your introduction.
My introduction.
Ah.
I'm Ashish. I'm currently in class 12th and I'm pursuing medical.
This means you have opted science stream.
Yeah.
Science stream. Suppose medical has got different dimensions. MBA, I think, yes, English medicine is there, allopathy, homeopathy, or you can say monopathy. Many pathies are there. And one pathy is thought to be genes therapy. Genes pathy, you can say gene therapy. According to that much you think, it is told it about that if a person's genes is actually collected and after that rectified, certainly problem will go. And I do think it about that persons are not actually making it to be introduced because of the reason employment will be just doomed. Recession will be doomed. It's not sure. So let there be sickness, let there be just employment, let there be struggle, this and that like that. It's not sure. Now one thing, by profession I'm teacher. Retired PG English and besides principal and even then homeopathy doctor too. According to homeopathy, he told it about that similar cures similar. Similia similibus curinter. Or you can say poison cures poison or visya ausadam. I do think about it, all the pathies, they have got the same resource to get the thing. But thing is here, their quantity matters. Thing is there, belief matters. Thing is there, any of the pathy, if rectify the disease, that is the best pathy. Is it not, sir? Whether you can say it out that chanting the name Gayatri Mantra Om Bhur Bhosho Tatsavitur Vareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Suppose 108 times, just actually made a spread it on your head.
Yeah.
Pandit will tell it is mantra, did the thing. Doctor will, it is medicine did. But science tells it is the spread of blood that was actually confined. It made your headache go. Then now the problem is no need to make argument. Let the sentiment be there. The disease should be just actually going. Am I correct? Achha. Now in most of the cases, simple question you can say here. You see many a person goes to Kota, Delhi-like place or maybe another metropolitan cities with a view to become doctor. And you have got one of the coaching institute known as Akash, famous for making doctors and engineers like that. Do you think the person who doesn't get the money, despite all the thing, he has got dire, you can say, thirst to just become a doctor? Can he become a doctor?
Well,
Of course.
anyone can.
Anyone become. But what about the amount of the money that is required in the institution?
Well, if you work hard enough, you can become.
You can become. Or you can say it out that
I
you
should not say that everyone can become, but a vast majority of people can become, unless you are mentally challenged.
Actually, one thing more is there. You see, after getting medicine, I mean, so qualification, MBBS, whatever things are there, IIT and even other NITN, they don't actually opt their job. They simply just try to become IAS. They are actually cracking UPSC. Suppose the education they got, the expenses that those were actually made, that is not being utilized in the field of politics. Is it justified?
No,
No.
it's not justified at all. Because they are supposed to be working for the country, and
Yeah.
they are by definition supposed to be working for the country because they are government employees, let's say. And if they don't work for our country, in working for the government, they are working for themselves too. If they don't do that, they are not doing what they are supposed to do, which is unfit and which is being unfaithful to themselves as well.
Yeah. Another thing. Suppose biggest job, biggest status. What is that in India?
I guess, I don't know.
Beyond that,
I don't know.
it is politicians. Let me tell you one thing. Why? IS study, labor's lot. What do they ultimately in the long run? Carry the file of these leaders. Here you are getting, I think, a kind of, just I tell the boys, 13 crore students, educated, unemployed. They are simply looking for police, they are looking for teacher, they are looking for doctor, this and that. After they got their age to be finished. You know? The mind saying here is that one vacancy, two is there. 545, 547. This is the member of parliament of Lok Sabha. Why don't you opt there? Because you have nothing to lose. You have to get. Suppose you are selected, maybe for 5 months, not 5 months, 6 months if you remain there, you will be getting pension, your life will be settled. You don't see. You have nothing to lose, but you have many things to get. This type, you never think. No. And one of my teacher told once, this type of thing, during that time I did not actually understand, but right now I just understand it here. People are fed up with the leaders. Same thing, same allegation, counter allegation, they want to have alternative. And here I think it will be the best alternative among the 30 crore uneducated and unemployed, because they have seen hunger, they have seen thirst, they have seen crisis, they have seen everything. If they come certainly they will do miracle. Am I correct? Yes. अब थोड़ा सा being a student, would you like to see India after 10 years?
Well, I would like to see a lot of change. That's one.
What type of change? In outlook or in heart?
It depends on what you mean by heart. We can mean cardiovascular health, which is...
No, not that much of thing. Heart, I mean to say, dil hai ki manta nahi, like that.
Yeah. So means soul.
Soul is something different. Hey, you say anything, it don't say, no problem. Mind is also there.
Yeah. In 10 years, I would like to see a decrease in the sexual abuse that goes in India, first of all. Especially towards minors, which is just absolutely gutting, disheartening to hear. And I would like to see an increase in awareness in whatever programs there are, and a sense of unity. And I would like to see religion go down.
Yeah.
And atheism to rise up from its grave, actually.
Very good. Now let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Food, shelter, sex. These are food, shelter, sex.
Yeah.
This is the essentials of all human beings, provided you have got, I think, vitality in the body like that, you can say. Then now the question here is that equalization, or you can say balance, is not actually made maybe because of this region, this rape and that rape is usually happening to be so. But that is not our concern to be so. Now one question here is that these lines have been taken from our literature, from film. Iqbal has said, "Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara." India is the best among the countries. What about other country? Are you not prejudiced here?
I won't say India is the best, and I will say no country is the best, because no country can be the best. Because there are many dimensions to consider, not just...
Dimensions, very good. Yeah.
Because it's not about just GDP. If we talk about GDP, it's definitely the US. And we talk about population, it's India, but that's not a win in our case.
Population is also power, yeah.
It is a power, but it can be a liability, and it is a liability.
Provided it is handled appropriately.
Yeah. Anything can be good if it's handled properly.
Very good.
So, like a knife maker makes a knife. It's
Yeah.
used for
Uh-huh.
chopping.
One is cutting apple, another is dissecting, just surgery doing. It's not done.
Yeah.
Then now it depends on you. Suppose positive and negative. Half glass is there, one person will be, it is half.
Yeah.
Another will be, it is half filled. It not, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Right now thing, I didn't mean to say it about that. Just thoda sa, a little bit different, I just talked. One of the dialogue is there of Rana Pachikar. है ना, जहाँ 100 में 99 लोग बेईमान हैं फिर भी कहते हैं भारत महान है. इस विषय में कभी सोचा है? Wherever you go without giving anything, I don't think your work is done. In the vein, it is the corruption actually into it. It's not here. Maybe admission in the colleges is there. Maybe any of the work is done from the, you can say it about that, any of the basic offices like that. You don't say. This has become the custom. Custom in the sense, I also faced. It don't say. My pension has to be released in 3 months, but it took 1.5 years. Why do you know? This I didn't give. I had to tell I not a single paisa I will go. Let it take time, no problem. So unless people like you and me actually stand against the system, certainly system will not be rectified. It's not here. Now, a little bit you can see. Suppose we are producing engineer, we are producing doctor, we are producing IITN. One of the IITN, I see, he has got the job and he has started teaching physics. You know? So what we are not producing human being with sympathy, human being with pity, human being with compassion, human being with commiseration. Where are we lagging behind?
It is what I think is that is not being favored. The human being is not favored, at least in India nowadays. So, say you want to be a good human being. Okay?
Yeah.
So you have to work hard. You have to be kind. You have to be compassionate.
Yeah. This is the human nature.
And you have to sacrifice yourself for this. But why would you do that? It's too complicated and it's not even favored. What would you get? And you have to die broke. So,
don't you think? People tell, अकेला चना भार नहीं पड़ता, है ना? Single gram cannot do anything. But I think just you see the science. One handful of gram you take, you throw it here.
yeah.
In the beginning, 1 gram goes. After that, another gram follows. During independence, I think independence struggle. Everybody wanted to have independence.
Yeah.
But who will come? Who will bail the cat? Nobody is there. Mr. Gandhi came. He was actually belonging to the richest, one of the rich family you can see here. He quit everything, became half naked. He started taking the food to the farmers, and farmers started listening him here. Do you find any Gandhi among our existing leaders?
No, I won't say, but then I.
No, you will not tell. You are the young generation. Nobody will be harming you. It is your opinion. And it is democracy. Democracy has got right to expression. It is no right to express. Right to livelihood, right to religion. Many sort of things are
I
there.
don't want to make a public.
No problem. Leave it. No problem. So now the question here is that after 75 years of independence, still we are having fear, like as you told, like that. You know, sir. This fear simply kills every independence. Unless fear is actually removed, I don't think it over that any cheer will come. It's not sir. Chalo, koi baat nahi.
It's not fear, at least in me. I was saying that I don't want to make a political opinion because I'm not involved in
Is it political or ethical?
Well, politics is based in ethics.
Ethics, very good.
I don't want to make a political opinion because I don't watch news very much.
I'm also not watching the news. But I have seen 40 years of experience of teaching I have got. Thousands and thousands of students I have taught. I never go to any politician. He's not here. They know me. So my question is genuine. Genuine in the sense, certain standards must be measured so that some right thing should come here. Is it not so? Achha, do you ever come to park?
No,
For the first time you have come?
not for the first time, but in quite a while.
Quite a while. 6 months ago, after retirement from my just service in the capacity of principal, I came to your park. I saw this much of the debris. I requested the people to come with me. Nobody did come. After 1 month, regular cleaning, it actually came to normalcy. Then people just made a sort of committee. And after that, you can say it over that. Right now, I have been just kept aside. That is not the thing. My mission is to make the thing to be correct. Do you find any difference? Earlier you came to park and right now you have come to park.
Honestly, I don't find any difference.
No difference. As a matter of fact, you did not find, actually look at it minutely, you can see. Something is there, like your open gym, like your that track was, it was not there, you can see here. Some of the plantations, some of the sanitation, but still the people has got the tendency, negative, positive together, dark and bright together, you cannot make it to be rectified like that. So I think You have impressed me much. God bless you. But something, some tagline of mine is there. You just actually copy with me. बोलो कोई भी, मैं बोलता हूँ एक ही मुद्दा एक ही नारा. बोलो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, बोलना कुछ नहीं, इसमें कोई पॉलिटिकल नहीं है. एक ही मुद्दा एक ही नारा, पार्क सुंदर हो हमारा. बोल सकते हैं कि नहीं बोल सकते हैं इसको? एक ही मुद्दा एक ही नारा. ये दिक्कत है? बोलो ना, कोई बात नहीं है ना.
I don't want to say that.
अच्छा कोई ना.
Because that's not the only
अच्छा
objective
ओके, नो
that one should
प्रॉब्लम, नो
have.
प्रॉब्लम. कुछ मिनटों का श्रमदान ला सकता पार्क में मुस्कान. नहीं, हाथ जोड़ करता प्रणाम, मत बनाओ पार्क को कूड़ादान. है ना. सब देशों से न्यारा है भारत देश हमारा है. इज इट नॉट शेयर? तो ये तो मुझे बोलने का अधिकार. अगर मैं ये भी नहीं बोल सकता हूँ तो कैसा हिंदुस्तान में रहता हूँ. दिस मच द थिंग. थैंक यू. और यू विल गेट इट प्रोवाइडेड यू जस्ट देयर बाय इवनिंग. आई विल जस्ट यू कैन से, जैसे मान के चलो कुछ बच्चे ऐसे हैं. एक बात और है, और हमारा ये भी सवाल है, इसे ख़त्म नहीं करना चाहिए कि जैसे कि मान लो हर गांव से आने वाला बेवकूफ़ नहीं होता, हर दिल्ली में आने वाला आईएएस नहीं होता है. हमने एक लड़की को देखा, वो तुम्हारा एम्स में क्वालिफाई की थी. मुंगेर जानते हो? मुंगेर बिहार में है. उसके नाम ने न्यूज़पेपर में आए, उसमें पूछा था कि लोग कोटा जाता, यहाँ जाता, वहाँ जाता है, आप कैसे इसको कर लिया? उसने बोला कि मैं 10 साल का क्वेश्चन इकट्ठा किया, उसको सॉल्व किया, जो नहीं समझ में आता था स्कूल के टीचर से करते थे. दिस इज हाउ शी क्वालिफाइड दिस एम्स. इज नॉट शेयर? सो आई डू थिंक इट ओवर देयर इज सेइंग इन हिंदी, नॉट हिंदी. हाँ, हिंदी में जहाँ चाहो वहाँ रहा, और इंग्लिश में वेयर देयर इज विल देयर इज अ वे. है ना. विद दिस मच, थैंक यू वेरी मच. है ना. गॉड ब्लेस यू माई सन. है ना. और क्या बोलेंगे?